This video is going to be unique because I'm going to talk to you from a skate filmer's perspective of the skate industry. If you're unaware of the conversation, the crux of it is that skateboarding is kind of on a downward trend right now. Real quick, a free way to support me. Hit that thumbs up button down below and continue watching. And as much as people want to deny this online and say, no, that's just your outlook on it, I've been seeing people like Ricky Glazer talk about this. I've been seeing Cole Hausman talk about this. I saw Brian Arnett talk about this. These are all people that you may or may not watch, but people that are online and out there skateboarding 10 times more than my almost 30-year-old self is. I've been skateboarding probably since 2009. So it's been a good 15, 16 years since I've been skating. So I just wanted to lay that on the table before I get into the conversation of what my opinion on the skate industry is as a skate filmer. Now, I have been filming skateboarding probably longer than I've actually tried skating. So I'd probably add like another couple of years in there. If you know me in real life, or if you don't, I spent a good amount of time on this channel. You can scroll back, posting skate edits. I was not in them. I was not making content like this. I was filming my friends. A lot of the reason of why I had that push to go film my friends was because I knew that I was able to give my friends a chance at getting their footage out there to send off to a brand. One quick thing I meant to add in when I was filming was the whole reason why I did this was because I could help my friends become a pro skater. And the definition of becoming a pro skater has drastically changed today. A lot of younger kids and or some people that are like just getting into skating view a pro as someone who has maybe like a good following on social media, someone who's able to make money off of social media and skate. Rather, when I first started skating, a pro was somebody who was able to have a bunch of brand deals and make enough money off of said brand deals or shoe sponsors, board sponsors, and be able to make a living off of it and not have to work other jobs. I was watching a clip on 9 Club podcast the other day where this guy was saying that he doesn't only skate now, he does radon testing. He does.
I got 3 other jobs.
Oh my God, damn.
What are we talking about? What other job do we have?
Like day to day, I've been painting houses, and then my brother-in-law got me into doing radon testing, and then Chet Thomas actually has been training me doing some life insurance and finance stuff.
Works all these different jobs just to be able to still be a pro skater. Yeah, basically you can't just rely on skate brands now, as a lot of brands are dropping off skaters. So there's not much of an incentive to be that once what was a pro skater anymore. And it's sad to see, and it makes it tough for me to be able to film somebody and be able to think maybe I could help them become a pro skater off of these clips. It's really in their hands if they want to become like a social media influencer now. I think social media has a lot to do with this, and dare I say even our current economy, but that's enough on that. Back to the video. I mean, there was even a couple people that might even be watching this that I have had footage in the past sent off to a brand, and now they have a set of wheels by a company they've been getting for years because of my video or something. Or maybe someone got like a deck sponsor because they saw the part that I made for them. And it was a really good feeling. It felt really great that I could contribute to the better of somebody else without expecting anything in return. Was I paid for these videos? No. But was I excited that my friends could get something out of it? Of course I was. It was a very fulfilling thing to me. Every now and then a brand or two, maybe even some local shops would throw me, oh, here's a board, or oh, hey, take this to go on a trip or whatever. I'd get little incentives like that here and there. But, that stuff was all nice gestures that I didn't ever expect in return. And it made me feel very fulfilled to the point that I kept making skate videos of my friends and making skate edits years on end. And as I got older, I started to see that, filming skateboarding was not exactly lining my pockets. And that I was having to buy more camera equipment. I was having to get, more tapes for my VX, having to make, travels out to other states. I was having to go here and go there. And it was like, I was losing more money than I was making money. And I knew that as I would get older, this would not be sustainable. I had to find a way to actually make money. Crazy concept, right? So without going into too much detail there, those of you that know me in real life know I then started a business where I went and filmed musicians and filmed weddings and events, and that's currently what I do today. And I'm very thankful that I am able to do that and in a privileged enough position to be able to do that. I think, you know, it all stemmed from skateboarding. One of my skater friends lightly brought me in through showing me the ropes early on that I'm forever thankful for. I'm glad I had made that decision at the time. But I say that to say, I think this is an important conversation, that me doing that was a very unique thing at the time. Because while I was doing that, I deep down really wanted to be a professional skate filmer. It was my dream. I was like, dude, I've really nailed this down. I could be like one of Barrick's filmers. Keep in mind, this is way before any of the Barrick's controversy. This is like child, you know, younger dude growing up being like, I want to be a skate filmer. And as I started to try to, you know, send more of my footage out there, I never really got any responses from anybody. But I do have a couple friends who then ended up like kind of like making it out there. And even to this day, I've had a couple brands hit me up that I've like gone and shot videos for and have paid me for these videos. Not to say that that's not possible, because there's still friends of mine that are like filmers out in like Los Angeles, for example, that are filming with all sorts of brands, and that's their job. And I'm very excited that they've been able to do it. But can everybody go be a skate filmer nowadays? No, I don't think so. And part of this conversation, why I'm telling you this, is because I don't think nowadays there's that much of an incentive for people to want to watch skate edits and or like skate parts. As I got older and evolved with skating, I started to see a world in which people would get brand sponsors, people would get thrown some cash, people would get maybe like a shout out from a brand or something just by simply posting on Instagram. Now, when I say that, I'm talking about when Instagram first came out. Again, I think it came out, I might have to fact check this, but it was like probably around the time that I started filming skating, which was like, what, 2009 or 2010 maybe? And that was a huge deal for people if they got a shout out from a brand then. As I started to film more people just wanted to post clips as Instagram came out. So what would I do? I'd go film them, and then people would say, hey, give me the clip. And I'd have to say no to this because I really wanted to have a skate video premiere. And I had a couple of those myself. I mean, there was like anywhere from like, I'd say 60, 75 people that would show up to those. There was people who would like back me up. And I mean, I'm sure if I did today, there's still people who will. But it was a bigger deal to go see these skate parts. It was like, whoa, you went and filmed a part? Like, no way. Because when I started filming, not everybody had a camera like everybody has today. And it was like first off, it was like a, whoa, you have a camera. And second off, it was like, wow, you can make a skate part. Nowadays, like anybody just has their camera. Anybody has Final Cut Pro or has Premiere Pro and just goes and like chops a quick little edit. And you can even just go on YouTube real quickly and find like quick, easy skate edits. Like when I started doing it, Thrasher and like main skate outlets were the only ones that were out there making these like skate edits. And you'd find a unique little niche area of YouTube here and there that would have somebody making skate edits, but they'd be from like, I don't know, like North Carolina or something like that, right? So at the time that I was posting edits, there was very few people. I think there was like some names that come to mind. I'm going to miss some names here and I apologize. You can fill me in the comments. Names that come to mind: Corey Henderson, Alex Horton, Chief, I think was one of them. AKA K-Del, John Cowart, I think would post edit. There was like the people from Deep Dish. You know, there's a couple of people out there that were doing it, right? Matt King, and it was like a niche little subsect of people, and we all kind of hyped each other up. We all had these like premieres, and we were a lot younger then, right? So we all had more time as younger people without full-time jobs or without like lives to live. This was everything we ever knew. And needless to say that I think even if we all had the time today, I don't think skate edits are as popular as they once were due to the fact that everybody eventually, like I said earlier, just wanted clips. People began posting clips, and clips became a thing of like, gotta get your clip out there, gotta get a clip. And it was like you would just send someone a clip and they'd post a clip, send a clip, post a clip. And then all of a sudden you'd realize, why am I having this skate like premiere for this part that someone has already posted all of their clips minus maybe their ender or something. So people would just come to this premiere and see everything they've already seen. And it was like, what's the point in this? As social media grew, it turned into a thing of like Instagram Reels, for example. And Instagram became this massive, massive outlet for clips. Even sharing parts, like little like parts of your part online became a thing. And it was like, well, there's an audience that's accessible online, then what am I doing this for? And I started to see the effects of filming skating and like the effects of skateboarding in general start to take a spill across the board. I mean, this is just like brands. I mean, we just saw, for instance, like Tom Asta get dropped the other day. There's plenty other names out there of people who've been dropped from their brands, and just the overall decline of skating kind of made me feel this irk to not really get out there and film quite as much anymore for skating and like film skate clips. I became far more interested in skate content, which is something like you're watching right now, me talking to you and or me like going and hanging out with friends and making it kind of like an interactive thing, or maybe something about like skate shoes or a particular subject matter became far more interesting to the average online audience as skate clips grew on something like Instagram and wasn't so much of like a, whoa, this part's on YouTube. Like I started to see numbers drop off hard at this very stage that I'm talking about of, you know, brands dropping people and the decline of skating. There was kind of a lower interest online to then post parts. And it kind of stinks because it was like, it went from a premiere to then online. And then I think there was like DVDs for a little bit, which maybe that was before then. But as I started to see it kind of going a downhill interest, it kind of made me feel like I shouldn't be posting skate edits anymore, which answers the big question that everybody has always asked me on here is like, how come you don't post skate edits anymore? How come you don't go film skate parts? Well, a lot of that is because I'm a grown adult. I'm almost 30 and I have a business that I run. But another chunk of that is there's not really a yum out there. I think the yum has been yucked across the board and it's unfortunate. Now, am I using this to say that this is the one all be all example? No, I'm sure there's people out there that are watching this that will support me and be like, no, dude, you got it wrong. No. Like, I could get like 50 people out there. We could have a premiere. It could be a great thing. But I'm talking more so about the online desire to post a skate part. And, you know, it's not quite as popular, offline. It's not quite as popular anymore. But it's still, I could still see a little world in which maybe there's some people that would come out to something, but the same excitement from the childhood that I grew up doing this is no longer there, unfortunately. And it kind of stinks to see. And I'm going to kind of wrap up this yap here. I know I'm kind of yapping, but I just wanted to kind of throw my perspective out there from a skate filmer's perspective on the skate industry. And I don't mean for this to be a negative video, even though a lot of the points I'm bringing across come across as negative. It's just my very honest take on the state of the skate industry from a filmer's perspective. So hopefully you enjoyed that yap. If you did, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. I want to keep growing the community here as much as possible, so that means a lot. And also hit that thumbs up button too if you got to this point in the video. I'd really appreciate it, and I will talk to you later. Bye.